What's going on, guys? Welcome to the video. So, the CBI, or Confederation of British Industry, are under fire once again for refusing to help with Brexit planning. As some of you will know, the Director General, Caroline Fairbairn, has been thoroughly destroyed on this channel before now. But it seems that she's back again, up to her Ramona tricks, preventing businesses from preparing for a no-deal Brexit, or any Brexit at all, it seems. Now, the Telegraph are running this story. CBI under fire for refusing to help with Brexit planning. A lobby group representing tens of thousands of British businesses has come under fire from MPs for failing to take part in a government scheme helping firms prepare for a no-deal Brexit. The CBI, which campaigned to remain in the EU, chose not to apply for a share of £15 million funding offered to representative bodies to help brief businesses on how to ready themselves for an October the 31st departure. Other prominent groups, including the British Chamber of Commerce, Federation of Small Businesses and Institute of Directors, all bid for grants, which are due to be awarded this week. The CBI, which describes itself as the voice of business, said it has been carrying out its own work helping to prepare its members for a no-deal exit, including running an online hub providing advice to firms. This is something the CBI is doing by itself as the quickest way of sharing information with businesses of all sizes and sectors affected, a spokesman said. No, it's because you want to push out your own propaganda, as we've seen many times before on the BBC that I've actually reported on, which I spoke about just a moment ago. Caroline, we know what you're up to. You're an ardent Remoaner. But Steve Baker, who was the minister responsible for no-deal planning until last year, described the body as woeful and suggested it may be exposed for incompetence if the UK does leave the EU without a deal. I think most people think the CBI and its Director General are incompetent already. I don't think us leaving without a deal is going to make any difference to that. No one trusts the CBI as it is. Mr Baker, who chairs the European research group of conservative Eurosceptics, said, "I'm delighted by the implication that the woeful CBI is fully ready, or about to be exposed for incompetence again." Suella Braverman, another former Brexit minister, said the CBI has been incredibly vocal on its views about Brexit, so I'm stunned that it hasn't taken up the opportunity afforded by the government to better equip itself and its members as we leave the EU. I would encourage the CBI to engage with the government so as to better support its members. The CBI don't care about its members, they care about their political agendas, which is remaining in the EU. They probably get some funding there. It seems to be going around a lot these days. John Whittindale, the former Culture Secretary, said the CBI have been at the forefront of those warning of the dire consequences of leaving without a deal, and yet are doing little to mitigate them. They appear to be more keen to block Brexit than they are to look after the interests of their members. Spot on, mate. Exactly what I have said many times, and precisely what I said in my previous video. The CBI has been heavily criticised by Brexiteers, including Mr Baker, over its lobbying against Brexit, which it claimed in 2016 would cause a serious economic shock. That of course never happened. The Vote Leave campaign labelled the group the voice of Brussels. In an article in today's newspaper, Michael Spencer, a major Conservative donor who voted Remain in the 2016 referendum, criticised the group for trotting out its usual tirade and questionable statistics about the impact of a no-deal Brexit, with little or no comment on what should happen instead. Sounds about right for the CBI there, and that's someone who voted Remain against them. So it goes to show that it's not just Leavers that think they're incompetent and useless. Dame Caroline Fairbairn, the CBI's Director General, has warned that a no-deal Brexit would leave firms mired in a swamp of uncertainty. No, remaining in the EU and extending the deadline is what creates uncertainty. That will destroy businesses. The Business Readiness Fund was set up using funding from a £108 million pot released by the Treasury to help prepare firms for the UK's departure from the EU on October the 31st. The Department for Business, Energy and Industrial Strategy said it would fund events, training and advice for firms provided any activities were open to both members and non-members and carried out by October the 31st. Announcing the grants in August, Andrea Leadsom, the Business Secretary, said, "We know that companies often rely on the wider business community for help and advice with planning. Business groups will now be given the necessary tools to engage with this crucial task, communicating with non-members and businesses of all sizes." The FSB had welcomed the funding, saying it was mission critical to the economy that they have the information they need to prepare for Brexit. A CBI spokesman said the CBI has been helping its members prepare for a potential no-deal exit from the EU for many months. We are now making our Brexit preparedness guidance and publications available for all UK businesses, not just members. This is something the CBI is doing by itself as the quickest way of sharing information with businesses of all sizes and sectors affected. Getting a deal, one that passes Parliament, is acceptable to the EU and protects the UK economy, remains urgent. No, to the CBI, protecting your own interests and remaining in the EU is all you care about and the only thing you consider urgent. That's why your director runs around screaming the Project Fear nonsense that I've called out a few times on this channel alone. Never mind what I've missed. But it seems everyone who thought that the CBI was up to no good all them years is actually being proved right now, because they're refusing money that would help them prepare their members, which is what they're supposed to care about, from actually stopping any adverse effects that might occur from any form of Brexit. Not just a no-deal Brexit, even from a deal Brexit. Because at the end of the day, even if they make a deal, it doesn't necessarily mean everything remains the same. There could be adverse effects for businesses in the event of a deal. It depends on the deal struck. So a no-deal Brexit or a deal could cause issues. The CBI don't care about that. They just want to remain in the EU at the end of the day. And I'm glad that there's actually proof that they're not helping businesses prepare for Brexit, much like Philip Hammond when he was the Chancellor. Well guys, I'm going to end the video there. I want to thank the channel's PayPal, Patreon and Subscribe Star members for supporting the channel, along with everyone who watches my videos. Remember to let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below. Leave a like, subscribe with the notification bell and share this video as it helps the channel a lot. And I will see you all in the next one.
This Parliament is a dead Parliament. It should no longer sit. It has no moral right to sit on these green benches. They don't like the truth. Twice they have been asked to let the electorate decide upon whether they should continue to sit in their seats, while they block 17.4 million people's votes. Parliament is a disgrace, but they're too cowardly to give it a go. But the time is coming. The time is coming, Mr. Speaker, when even these turkeys won't be able to prevent Christmas.